Can a rapper sue another rapper for defamation? And of course, the answer is yes. A rapper can sue another rapper for defamation in the rap song. But this video is about specifically Drake and Kendrick rap beef. And could Drake win a defamation case about what Kendrick has said about him and his songs, and vice versa? Could Kendrick win a defamation case against Drake about what he said in his rap song? I think at the end of the day, they want to sue each other because, they will kind of mess up their reputation. But I think this would be a fun exercise on doing an analysis on who will win in a defamation case. All right, let's get started. So before we get started, this is the method we're gonna do. We're gonna spot the issue, which our issue was, hey, can such one rapper sue another rapper for defamation? And we're gonna go over the rule. But before we go over the rule, we're gonna do the facts. And I'm gonna say a couple lines that they have said about each other before we get to the rules. I'm not a rapper. I'm not gonna rap the lines, guys. That wasn't for me. I'm nervous to rap in front of my kids at home. They be mad at me because I won't join rap sessions. But I am going to read it. I am going to read a few of them. And just not even the lines. I just got the allegations. So there's some wild things Kendrick has said about Drake. And Kendrick has said that Drake is a father to an 11-year-old girl that he's trying to hide from the world. I guess they trying to catch Drake and hide another child like he hid his first child. Kendrick has said that Drake is a pedophile. He said that a billion times in the song, especially his last song, Not Like Us. He says it so many times in a quite, lyrical way that Drake is a pedophile. Allegedly. All this alleged, guys. Don't sue me for defamation. I ain't got time to defend in that case. Kendrick also said that Drake is a master manipulator and habitual liar, in so many words. Drake, on Drake's side, let's see what he said about Kendrick. Here's a few things notable. One of the biggest things Drake has said that Kendrick has beat his wife. Drake claims that Kendrick's kids by his fiancee wife, I'm not sure they're married or not, that are not Kendrick's. That's a sticking one. Drake says Kendrick is trying to promote his album. That's why he used the beef. I don't think that would be a defamation claim worthy allegation. Drake said that Kendrick had to wait until Taylor Swift dropped. That's why before he could drop his rap, beef replies. That's when it first happened. After that, Kendrick, as everybody knows, if you're watching this and you've been keeping up with it, Kendrick dropped a whole bunch of them after a week. And I got these quotes from Bossy99fm.com. I just want to leave the citation out there, and I try to remember to put the citation in the bottom. All right, now we got some of the facts out the way. Let's take a look at some defamation law. So I'm a Mississippi lawyer, so I'm going to use the Mississippi law for this. I just want to keep things to where I'm licensed there. Even though my goal is not to provide legal advice here, I'm just, going through this legal analysis. So the law on defamation in Mississippi pretty much comes from the federal court ruling on defamation law. And there's one big exception you have to remember for defamation in Mississippi, and it applies against all states from the best of my knowledge. And the law of Mississippi, the main thing is that these people are public actors. These people are public people. And because they're in the public light, it's a higher burden to prove defamation against these people. And the reason why the Supreme Court made that ruling way back in a New York Supreme Court case, I think. But in a New York case that went to the Supreme Court was to promote free speech, So it's a higher burden for public actors, public figures, because, the Constitution allows us free speech. And so, first off, Drake and Kendrick are going to have to prove that they're not public actors. That's not going to work. They're public actors. Ain't no way around it. So it's a higher burden for them to prove defamation. And so that's the big hardest thing that's going to make each side win. And one quick note, when somebody's a public figure and they're doing defamation case, they have to prove that the other person who made that statement knew 100% that was a lie, knew that was going to damage that person, and they did it with actual malice. Now, this is a rap beef, so I'm sure they're rapping with actual malice, and they're rapping to damage that other person's reputation. But you also have to prove that the other person knew it was a lie. And I think that's what hurts both the cases if it was to go to court, that most of these people want to say, I wasn't lying. I got backup. I got proof. And I think that could kill the defamation case. That's a good thing to argue about in the legal community. And we're going to go through the analysis a little bit. And so here are the elements that I found in the case of defamation. To establish a defamation claim, an ordinary plaintiff must prove it was a false and defamatory statement concerning the plaintiff. An unprivileged third party, it was unprivileged publication to a third party. They made songs and posted on the internet. The internet is the third party, so it's published. It's fault to at least negligence on the part of the publisher. Negligence don't apply here, I don't think, because they're public figures. You also have to prove there's actual malice. That's the big thing. The harm, because they rapped it, it gotta cause harm, and the harm was caused because they rapped it. That's number 4. That is a mouthful. If the defendants, like I mentioned, defend a public figure, they're prohibited from recovering damages without proving there's actual malice. And I know y'all tired of me saying it, but just remember that. That's very important. So, okay, you guys, we got the law. Let's apply the law to the facts. And so I picked out about 2 lines for each. First, I'm going to analyze Drake suing Kendrick for his statements against him. And then we're going to analyze Kendrick suing Drake for his statements against him. It's obvious they're public figures in the beginning analysis. I'm not going to go too deep in that. But we don't have to go through the whole breakdown because they're public figures. So the plaintiff rapper, the suing rapper, has to prove that the defendant rapper made the false statement with a high degree of awareness that the statement was false or serious doubts as to the truth of publication. In short, Drake or Kendrick has to prove to win if he or she told a flat out lie. It has to be a flat out lie in their songs, kind of like what I mentioned earlier. So if the statement is true, or even if the statement is a rumor, that's the big one, the statement is a rumor, then you can lose in the case against defamation. At least that's what my case law is told. Kendrick has called Drake a pedophile several times, and the main thing the internet says, Drake kissed a girl when she was 17, he was 20. Anybody adult in Mississippi is 18. The age of consent in Mississippi is 16, but it's different when you're in an authority position. And so for me, I like to tell people the age of consent is 18. That's why I would tell you be careful. And so if Drake kissed that girl on stage in Mississippi, I think court ruled that Drake didn't do statutory rape because the age of consent is 16 and Drake wasn't in an authority position. He wasn't a girl's teacher or anything like that. The girl was 17. And you would say, okay, it's false. So Drake wins on that claim. Now, we have to also prove that Kendrick knew it was false. And Kendrick see a picture of him kissing a girl under 18, Kendrick might not know in Mississippi under 18, is not considered statutory rape without those exceptions. So him seeing that picture, he thinks that it's true. I think Drake would lose in the pedophile claim against Kendrick. Kendrick probably thought that it was true that Drake was a pedophile because seeing that picture of him kissing a 17-year-old girl. I think if I see a grown man kissing a 17-year-old girl, I'm thinking, hey, he's a pedophile. In my mind, the age of majority 18. That's from Mississippi law. And there's something changes. I'll edit this video later. And so I think Drake would lose in that claim against Kendrick, calling him a pedophile in Mississippi. I think Drake would lose in a claim Kendrick saying he had a daughter because Drake himself even said he posted or put somebody in Kendrick's account baiting him with false information about himself. And so that false information was him having a daughter. So that goes back that it was a rumor and Kendrick believed the rumor. So Kendrick thought it was true when he was rapping it. So I think Drake will lose in claim of defamation on the first claim because of the law of the Asian majority of Mississippi. He's not a pedophile, but Kendrick thought it was true because he might just be in the law and the picture. Then number 2, Drake would lose on the claim that he has an 11-year-old daughter, defamation, because Drake himself admitted to having placed that rumor in Kendrick's camp. So Drake got a very, very tough case for defamation. All right, Kendrick. We're going to analyze Kendrick's claim for defamation against Drake. Number one claim I think he has is his claim against Drake for saying that Drake beat his wife. Now, is Drake saying this because he believes it's true, or saying this because he knows a lot? That's the big thing. Remember, because they're public figures, if it's a rumor, that doesn't meet the bar of actual malice, and Kendrick loses that claim. Drake saying Kendrick beat his wife. What evidence does that have? From my research online on Reddit, I can't find an article about Kendrick beating his wife, but I have found a Reddit post. They're saying it was an incident back in 2014. Kendrick allegedly beat his girlfriend in the hotel, I think. And then I think he was asked about it on the Breakfast Club. So that's the rumor. And Drake was talking about this rumor. And I think that might be enough for Kendrick to lose on claim of defamation, because it's a rumor out there that's going on. And Drake may have said that rumor because he believed it's true. Now, Kendrick would have to prove that Drake knew it was a lie, and that he had evidence there was a lie, and he still said it anyway. That's how Kendrick went. But I don't think Kendrick has any evidence of Drake knowing it was a lie. The second thing Kendrick probably suing Drake for defamation is Drake is alleging that one of Kendrick's associates, I think his name is Dave Free, is the actual father of Kendrick's child. And Drake using his, I guess the internet, he probably forgot from the internet, uses the fact that Dave Free has commented on the pictures of Kendrick's kids with a heart as evidence. Now that's a really long shot, but I still think it may meet the rumor burden, and Kendrick doesn't have a good claim against that as well. I kind of really want to get real deep into this, but I'm not for purposes of the video. I think if I want to get real deep in, I will find similar defamation cases to see if somebody sued someone for, alleging that somebody's child wasn't theirs, and what evidence. That's how you really get real deep into there. But I just want to do a quick analysis. So in short, because of the Drake might say, hey, I believe this because of Dave Free own comments on there. Drake could know this false, but you had to prove that he know that was false. I'm gonna end my analysis right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little bit about defamation law. I do a lot of personal injury, so that was my first time taking a real good shot at defamation analysis since law school. And so I would really appreciate if defamation lawyers could chime in. If you're a defamation lawyer, just happen to be on this random small YouTube page of a lawyer trying to analyze this crazy topic, please come in with your thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts of if you think Drake can win a case against Kendrick, or if you think Kendrick can win a case against Drake. And so with that being said, I don't think anybody would sue anybody because of their reputation. What better way to win that you got sued for it? I don't think the other person lose automatically. I don't think anybody would sue somebody for defamation unless their career completely went down the drain. Maybe Ja Rule should sue 50 Cent for defamation. All right, I'm in there, guys. I appreciate y'all watching this. I hope y'all learned something. I hope y'all enjoy it, and y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all. I'm saying good night, but it could be a good day where you're at this night. I'm recording after a long week of work. All right, I'm signing off. See y'all on the next one.